Hello everyone, welcome back to Enhanced Automation. In today's video, we are going to see how we can use AI for root cause analysis and failure analysis. We will see how we can use AI to understand all of this test failure in a faster way. We will see how we can use AI and how AI can help us throughout the failure investigation workflow. So let's get started with this video. So using AI to understand the test failure in a faster way. This is our motto of this video. If you have been following this series from the beginning, you might remember how we started. In the episode 1, we met Rahul. It was a Friday evening. A regression shoot had just finished. Hundreds of automated tests had run. Many of them got failed, right? And Rahul had a very little time before the release meeting starts. And he wished there was an intelligent assistant that could help him to understand what actually happened, why all of these failures are coming at the last moment. But at that time, Rahul did not know anything about the AI. So since then, we have started learning the AI, right? AI for QA engineers. And we have learned how AI works, how LLM models work, how to write a better prompt, how AI can help us in a requirement analysis, how we can generate a test cases using AI, how AI can support us in test automation, and how we can improve the API testing using AI. So these all things we have learned. And finally, today we are coming back to the exact problem that started this series. So let's help Rahul to analyze those failures and see how we can do that using AI. So we know that Rahul regression test suite has just finished and there was a result came up, and in the result we see that 420 test cases executed overall, and out of those 420 test cases 353 test cases got passed. Till then there was no issue, but 67 test cases got failed. So after seeing this report, Rahul's manager immediately sends him a message. And what he says, Rahul, the release review starts in 30 minutes. Can you summarize these failures to me so that I can inform accordingly to the stakeholders? Rahul opens the execution report and he sees that Playwright failures are there, API failures are there, timeout failures are there are some assertion failures, some of the environment errors, database connection issues, and many more were there, and thousands of log files are there. So Rahul thinks that there is no way I can read all of these things in a 30 minutes. Then he remembers, okay, I have the AI now. So Rahul opened up the assistant and he started writing the prompt. So as usual, he start writing a prompt saying like fix this failure. I hope till now you guys are thinking again why Rahul is giving a simple, very generic prompt. If he will give this prompt, definitely AI will do the hallucination or AI will do something else which is not expected. So yes, you are right, guys. Here, Rahul gave a wrong prompt initially that fixed this failure. So AI started suggesting the code changes. But this is not the expected for the Rahul's response, right? Because Rahul have to summarize this failure to his manager. So he want to understand why these failures are happening, what and all the failures are there, what and all the root cause possibilities, and what and all the investigation steps, and how we can do all of this failures fix, right? So before that, the understanding comes before the fixing. So in that sense, Rahul in Rahul updated his prompt, and what he wrote a better prompt is analyze these failure, group similar failures, suggest possible root causes, recommend investigation steps, and do not suggest code changes until the root cause is understood. So, in the here, what we have learned again, the better prompt will be leading you to a better output, right? So after Rahul gave this prompt to assistant, AI gave a response. And what AI did? AI create a group of failures. And Rahul see that response and he feel little bit less worried that okay, earlier I was having a 20 different problems, but now that 20 different problems becomes a 5 categories. My investigation just become a little bit simpler. So, after checking this group of failures, Rahul opens the failed playwright test cases. There was some error related to timeout waiting for locators. He asked AI to analyze this playwright error, possible cause, and how should I investigate. So, AI responded with the possible reasons. There were some locator changes, element not visible, application loaded slowly, frame change, synchronization issue, wrong page, dynamic rendering. So AI does not simply say replace the locator. Instead of that, it provides an investigation checklist. AI accelerate the investigation here, and Rahul confirms the cost. So this is how AI is helping Rahul to do the failure analysis in that part of the automation script failures. And then after this, we were having some failure in the APIs as well. So Rahul gave those API failure details to AI and asked to analyze these failures. And then we got a response from the AI that expected were HTTP 200, but actually is 500. So maybe the possible root cause is deployment issue or database issue. So this is how AI gives a structure investigation path, not random guesses, right? So in case of the assertion failure, we can give what is expected and what is actual, and AI will immediately ask, was this a business logic or test data or timing, environment, requirement change? What was that? Rahul checks the Jira, and product owner recently changed the business rule. So automation was not updated, and because of that, this failure came up. And AI helped Rahul to think systematically in this way. So this is how we can get rid of assertion failures. And the next thing was log analysis. Now Rahul now uploaded several applications log, thousands of lines. He asks to summarize these logs to AI, right? And highlight only the warnings and error related to login. So instead of reading everything, AI extracted the database timeout, JWT validation warning, missing configuration, retry attempt, and some of the service unavailable. So Rahul read one page instead of 50 pages. And that's where Rahul saves his huge time. And this is how AI is helping Rahul to understand the log analysis. Rahul now copies a Java stack trace. Instead of asking fix it, he asks explain this stack trace to a QA engineer. AI explain the exception type, where it happened, what is the most likely cause of this exception, possibly what are the investigation you can do, and what are the questions you can ask to developer. So based on that, Rahul understands the problem much faster now, and even junior QA engineers can learn from this. So this is how we can take help of the AI to do the spectrus analysis. And then we were having the next category where Playwright captured the failure screenshot. Rahul upload one and AI observed that login button is missing. Validation message overlapping, model covering the page, unexpected pop-up, layout shift. So Rahul compares it with actual versus expected. So after seeing all of these failures, Rahul asked to AI that can you please help me to create a timeline of this failure. So AI summarizes that the deployment started, then regression executed. Then after authentication failure appeared, database restarted, API failures increased, UI locator failures appeared, environment stabilized. Rahul now understand not only what failed, but he also understand that when this failure started. This was very useful during the release discussion because using that he can suggest team members like what exactly happened. And now, so Rahul learns another important lesson. AI says timeout, but timeout is not the root cause. It's a symptom, right? So Rahul asked AI what could have caused the timeout. AI suggested slow backend, maybe the change in locator, or maybe the pop-up or network latency, database delay, environment issue. So based on that, Rahul investigated further and he found a root cause that okay, database restart delay the response. And one root cause caused us a 20 failed test cases. So that's where we got to know that all the time what AI is saying it is a root cause, it may be a symptom. Like timeout is a symptom, it is not a root cause. Timeout happened because of this database restarted, delayed the response. So that's how AI can help us to do the more deep dive into the failures. And then finally the comes that what we are looking for and Rahul is looking for to give it to his manager, create a failure summary. And Rahul asks AI to create an executive summary. AI produces an executive summary in a way like 420 test cases executed, 353 passed, 67 failed, and primary failure categories are authentication, database issue, locators issue, assertion, API. What are the business which got impacted is checkout is unaffected, so no need to worry. Login is impacted, yes, we will see into that, and payment is stable. There is no issue with that. And what are the recommendation AI gave us? Investigate the authentication deployment before release approval. So Rahul reviews it and makes a small correction and send it to manager. So that's how AI can help us to create a failure summary as well. And then now Rahul asks AI to create a Jira defect draft. So AI prepares a summary, description, steps, expected result, actual result, environment, logs, possible root cause, attachment required. Rahul verifies everything before creating the actual tickets. Again, AI prepares everything for the Rahul, and Rahul is the approver here who are deciding whether it is good or not. If it looks good, Rahul approves it. So this is how AI can help us to do the failure analysis and root cause analysis, right? So what will be the today's prompt of the day to use AI for a failure analysis and root cause understanding, right? So the prompt will be act as a QA engineer, analyze the following execution report, group similar failure, identify the possible root cause, separate symptoms from root causes, and suggest investigation steps, create an executive summary, draft the bug report where an appropriate, and do not recommend the code changes until the probable root cause has been analyzed. So you guys can save this prompt. This is gonna help you a lot and you will use it whenever you are running your regression shoot and getting a execution report. So this is how AI can help us to analyze the failures. Now let's look up to our QA assistant which we are going to build. So our QA assistant will be able to do a review requirement, generate the test case, create the automation, understand the API, analyze the execution failure, group the defects, summarize the logs, explain the stack trace, and prepare the bug report, right? So with all of these capabilities, the assistant is becoming much more capable. But Rahul still noticed another challenge. Every time he asks AI something about his company, but to know that he has to copy the requirement, Swagger, Jira story, Confluence, automation standard again and again, right? But Rahul asked, what if AI could already know our project? And this time, that's exactly the problem we are going to solve in the next episode. So let's take a quick recap what we have learned today. We have learned that AI can help us to analyze the failure. AI can help us to group those failures, analyze the playwright error, investigate the API failure, read the logs, compare the screenshot, identify the root cause analysis, and create the summaries, explain the stack text, and most importantly, AI is not replacing the investigation, it is improving the investigation, right? So, today we solve the exact problem that started our journey in episode 1. Rahul no longer spent hours of time reading hundreds of failure one by one. He uses AI to organize the information, identify the pattern, and guide his investigation. But one limitation still exists. AI only knows what Rahul manually gives it, right? Whatever the requirement, API specification, project documentation, execution report, every conversation is start from the scratch, correct? So wouldn't it be better if our AI QA assistant could search our own project knowledge automatically, right? That's exactly where the next phase of our course begin. In the next episode, we will learn one of the most important concept in the modern enterprise AI, which is embedding, and we will understand how AI can represent the meaning of information, which is the first step towards the building our project aware AI QA assistant using the RAG. So I'll see you in the episode 10, and thank you for watching this video. If you feel that this video is gonna help you in near future to analyze the failures and understanding the root cause, please subscribe to Inhand Automation, like this video and share with your QA friend. Thank you so much for watching. Till the time, keep learning, keep automating.